hope somebody's loving you in the deepest ways. I hope somebody's loving you every time you are away. 'Cause if ain't nobody loving you, I know this may seem rather strange, but I give it all up to you. I give it all up to you. I hope somebody's kissing you in the sweetest places. I hope somebody's digging you, not digging your grave. Hope somebody loving you every time you go away. And I give it all up to you. I give it all up to you. Come on, tell me everything you ever wanted me to hear, child. And I give it all up to you. Come on, tell me everything, tell me. And I give it all up to you. Think that I could really love you. I could really love you. Give it all up to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give it all up to you. Said I give it all up to you. I give it all up to you. Child, I will give it all up to you. Lord, I tell you, I give it all up to you. I seen her walking. I told her, I hope somebody's loving you in the sweetest ways. I hope somebody's missing you every time you go away.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, hanging out with a really inspiring artist today. This is fantastic Negrito, Grammy winner, Tiny Desk winner. I know you're humble, but I'm just going to brag about you. Super inspiring artist. You've collaborated with some amazing legends, and you're a legend in the making yourself. Also, real quick, we've got links below for your social media. You got a new album out. It's awesome. Everyone should check it out. And I'm just excited to have you here, man. Thank you so much.
Man, I'm really feeling lighter. I'm feeling better, and I'm feeling brighter.
Oh,
thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you,
I mean that.
You injured your hand really bad.
Oh, I mean, really bad. I mean, I remember when this happened, I was signed to Interscope.
Okay.
I was a kid. Well, I was about 32 when it happened. That's the kid to me.
Now,
That's
by
how
now
old I am.
standards, it's a kid.
But I was, I had this huge deal from Jimmy Iovine. He was the big dude
Yep.
at Interscope. Gave me $1 million advance, blah, blah, blah. You're the next. Prince's managers for my managers.
Yeah.
It was a Hollywood story, but it went wrong. One night on Thanksgiving, driving home from a party, and I woke up and 3 weeks had passed.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I must be in the army. And I'm not bull.
Right, right.
I'm like, I must have been captured. Like, I didn't know my name. That's what made me think I was being interrogated, because they come real close to go, do you know your name? In accent. And do you know, your name? Do you know where you are? So I was just like, this is so weird. So it took me a little bit of time, about 3 days afterwards, I started being conscious of where I was. And the first thing I said was, Are my hands okay? Because, I was a pianist, really.
Okay.
And they were like, no, they're straight up. I'm like, come on, no, it's going to be all right. Nothing. Like, no, they're not okay.
Was it a car accident?
Car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the doctor when he came and they had, after about months later when they could take off bandages, they were all staples. I didn't know they used staples. So it goes all the way up my arm and he's like, and it's swollen and I'm like, oh, like that. I'm looking at this clunk of a arm that.
At that point though, did you remembered who you were?
Yeah, at that point I was good and I remembered who I was. But I didn't remember where I hid my money. I used to not keep money in banks. I was a little strange. Now I do. So don't break in my house.
Did you ever find that money?
I found the money.
Okay.
It took me 8 months. I found the money.
Okay.
It was a lot of money too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I couldn't remember where I put the money. So don't ever hide your money because you may get into a coma and have amnesia. So that doctor, I remember he's a young doctor. He goes, oh, I heard you're a musician. He goes, man, you won't be playing again. Just get used to that. It's impossible. So I remember my heart just sank. And I was like, oh, man. And I'm looking at the swollen, mangled flesh, man, which I would later name the claw. And I remember asking the doctor, because I like humor. I said, can I play bad? And he just looked at me like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, what if I just play bad? So that helped me because I lost all my confidence. And I was like, I play bad.
Yeah.
Can't hold the pick and all that. I call it the claw. I call that turning the bullshit into good. It's
man.
like
yeah.
things that are messed up, lean into them, own them, and make them work for you.
I mean, it's a good survival tactic.
It's a great survival tactic. Yeah. You can use that in anything. Something about being from a huge family like that. You got to fight for everything. You got to survive. You
fight for the food at the table.
Fight for a glass of milk. You got it for clean socks. Somebody took them.
Yeah.
Somebody took your clean underwear. Somebody's in the bathroom. Everything was a fight. I can't get attention from my parents. I don't feel loved. I don't feel complete.
As a middle child, did some of your siblings serve as like parental figures?
Oh, of course. Like my older sister raised me.
Yeah.
With 14, 15 kids all in the house, they're passing it around. So
yeah. Yeah.
You end up not being as close with your parents too.
Yeah, I get that. And that was in Oakland also?
That was in New England, Oakland, both. Born in New England and moved the whitest place on earth called Great Barrington, Massachusetts in the Berkshires. Then I'm at 12, moved to Oakland, blackest place in the world. So it was like, damn. Oh, I like it though. I was like, wow, I know something.
One of your, I don't know if it's an album cover or just a promo picture of you in the hospital.
Well, that was it. I woke up from a 3-week coma.
Yeah. So is that an album cover?
It's an album cover.
Yeah, yeah.
Please Don't Be Dead. I remember I was working with a label in England. They're like, you're a marketing nightmare. And now I use that. On my Twitter, I say, fantastic Negrito, marketing nightmare. It's like this. People don't want to see that. It's depressing, waking up in the hospital. I'm like, no, it's my story.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, like that machine, which we'll talk about today, that machine, it's like, it wants you. Once it gets you, first it doesn't want you.
Right.
And then once it gets you, then it wants you to forget all the things that made you get there.
Made you the thing that they wanted.
Right. So that's immediately what happens. But, you got all artists out there, fight for your vision. There's only like one you in the world. And once you get to know that real person inside, man, it's over.
Yeah, yeah.
And it took me a long time.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I love everything you said so far. Is inspiring. I'm resonating with it. So when you got out of your accident and started to kind of recover, had you played guitar in your before accident?
Not really. I mean, I just knew I knew one chord.
That's all. Well, you need
I knew
two
one
more.
chord. Well, when I started busking, I was like, I know two now. Because I was like, and I felt like this is cool. I'd never really ventured too much into it. And I thought, well, I can tell a story walking around with this thing. And I was doing this music at the time. I was like 46, 45. No, but people were like, go away. And musicians were like, go. Like, man. But people were listening to me. I'd be at the train station. I'd look up. And people were there because I think I looked at it as, wow, I can tell a story with these 3 chords.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part about being an artist is storytelling. I just
love that.
I love it. I think it's such a integral part of communicating with people and really healing. That's how in my late 40s, I started healing by just becoming a little vulnerable. This new record now, I'm finally a little bit vulnerable, but I always need these bombastic titles, and I'm raging against, I'm fighting. But I opened up more about my dad and like insecurity and not feeling loved like as a man. I did a cover of Lead Belly because I changed the lyrics to In the Pines to match what my mother felt burying her 14-year-old. Mm. And like I felt like those were the heroes in my neighborhood then were those single women bearing children. I'm like, and then they still had to face us and take care of us. So I'll do that. That seems, it's In the Pines. I changed it. That's part of my recovery and narcissism. But I changed it because I didn't want to just sing. I don't want to sing the same lyrics that mean that same thing. I wanted it to mean something to those single women in my neighborhood. Here goes out to my mother who seems so far away, and I forgive her for that, but I wrote the song for her. Lead Belly and Kurt Cobain did it. Here's my version.
Oh, mama. Pretty black girl from Brooklyn, Lord, the tears be falling down, I know. Oh. Don't you ever lie to me. Don't you ever, ever, ever lie to me. Oh, black girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun don't shine. Well, I shivered the whole night through. Oh, black girl, where will you go? To the place where the cold winds blow. In the pines where the sun don't shine. Well, I shivered the whole night through. I just said,
I did something with Sting a little while.
I saw that.
And I did it like 4 years ago, and I was like, I don't think so.
How'd you meet Sting?
He had me open up for him in Santa Fe. And when I looked to the left of the stage, he was just standing there the whole show. And I was thinking, man, I don't stand anyone's show. I'm like, oh.
Did he say, don't stand so close to me?
No, he's funny. He's a comedian too. No, which is good. He was just like, man, this is like Sly. And I'm like, I guess it's like Sly.
Well, that's the first thing you reminded me of, but just in the look.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm from the Bay. So he was like, he just was cool. And we were cool. And then a couple of days later, I just had this idea that I was like, I'm not going to sing this idea. I think I'm thinking about Sting, and I just hit him. Do you like the song? Yeah, I'll be right there. And I'm like, on Monday? He's like, yeah, I'll be there. So I'm in West Oakland on 34th and San Pablo. So I wasn't going to be like, don't come here. But when he got there, he's looking around. He's like, what part of town is this? I'm like, bro, you in West Oakland. You've been anointed. You are here. You in the source.
Let's talk about Oakland for a second. We got, you just said Sly.
Well, the Bay Area is Sly, Santana, Metallica, Green Day, Rancid, the Dead Kennedys, MC Hammer, Pointer Sisters, Too Short,
and
E40. I can go down the list.
Yeah, What Is Hip?
It's Tower of Power.
Tower of Power.
It's deep. Those are deep waters.
Yeah.
Those are deep waters.
And MC Hammer.
Taj Mahal.
Yeah, come on.
Those are deep waters.
Fantastic Negrito.
Oh, I don't belong there, man. I don't belong there.
Working on it.
I put the doormat down.
All right. Let
me take your coat, sir. No, but you got to think like that always.
No, you do. Now, real quick, he won Tiny Desk.
I'm the inaugural Tiny Desk winner. It's like being the first black president. I was, out there playing my songs, and people like give me money, and I'm like, oh, this is great. And this kid comes up to me, like in my mind, and he goes like, well, your shit's different because it's kind of the blues, but it's kind of not. it's kind of funky, but it's not that funky.
Yeah.
You seem like you want to rock out, but you're not really rocking out. Like, this is interesting. And he goes, Tiny Desk is having a contest. And I'm like, what's Tiny Desk? That was my first, being an old dude, I never heard of it.
I actually think that's where I first saw you.
Yeah. Did you know what Tiny Desk was?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you were younger than me. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, I never heard of it. Leave me alone. So this person kept coming back to me. Hey, there's X amount of days it's going to happen. You should submit for Tiny Desk because I think that this is something that I think they would like you. And so I was playing with a guy in the band, my street band. He was like, yeah, he was 19. He goes, Tiny Desk. And I'm like, I keep hearing this Tiny Desk thing. They're having a contest. So I was just like, NPR, my lyrics. I'm not politically correct. I sold Coke to Hungry Eyes. I should have paid the Chinese girl. Man, I'm from Oakland, man. I grew up selling drugs. I'm been to jail. I've been arrested. Everything's wrong about me. I think NPR is going to hate me. But I did that one take in that elevator. I was like, all right, that's it. I'm done. And forgot about it. And then months later, got a call. You won Tiny Desk. And I'm like, what is Tiny Desk? And but it was interesting. Yeah, like sometimes like I wanted to share that because I think it's so important to say to people, sometimes when you're not looking for it and you're just being you, sometimes that's when it comes. Before I sing it, I like to channel the spirits because it's all the spirits. I mean, these notes I'm about to play, they mean nothing. Channel the spirits. Where the gods of Africa meet the ghosts of Mississippi. And somewhere in between those.
When you be lost in a crowd, you feel your thoughts out loud, lost in the wilderness of the sound. Get through the day, come on, don't drown. Life, it goes fast, youth is gone. Feelings of loss, come on, grieve, move on. Stuck in that shadow of a lie that you tried to leave behind. And spirits sing. Come on. Where the games people play, slave through the year for a holiday. Stuck in the room for too long, waiting to hear your favorite song. Wait, panic, freak out, I'm out on a ledge. Shapeless expression, lame, dead. Eat till you're fat, eat till you're dumb. Spend all your money until you come. Play it now. Where we travel, keep on traveling, try to find it. But I know that neither one of us can survive it. Pray to the good Lord we travel, Lord we travel, trying to find it. I know we're just people, lonely people, you and I. Oh, we're just people, baby, we're just people, you and I. Yeah, we're just people, lonely people, you and I. Come on, y'all.
When we first booked this and I knew you were coming, I was really excited. You know, there's just some, I mean, obviously it's the same reason why you won Tiny Desk. I don't know. I felt the same thing. I was just, you know, you just got something that I think people connect to, you know.
That's
I think it's
important.
an authenticity.
Yeah, I mean, when you can get there, it's
And you said
beautiful.
vulnerability.
I mean, I'm working on that. I don't want to give myself too much credit. The more I am, the better I am. And sometimes you can get caught up. And I just want to say I'm working on it. So if it's coming through, man,
Yeah.
I'm happy. That's my thing. It's like, how do I connect with all these people so I can just feel part of humanity? So we can break down these barriers. There's so many barriers and so many compartments you're supposed to fit into. And it drives me nuts. And to see us, especially, you know, being an elder statesman now, just seeing us repeat some of the same things. Like I read about this in history. We're repeating this. Come on, y'all. Yeah. So the music, to me, helps break all that down.
Tell me about your new album. Might as well.
New album, yeah, that's a tough one, man. That's probably the hardest album I ever wrote. It's called Son of a Broken Man. It just basically, you know, feel like the stuff that I wanted to tell my dad, I never got to tell him because he stopped talking to me at 11. And that's what the album's about. And I think it's trying to be vulnerable, trying to be open. And I like it quite a bit. I know I only played one song off of it, but it's like my 5th record. It's interesting making these albums. But at some point, I think when I came to Nashville, I thought, you know what, maybe I'm going to break down in Nashville here and next time record an album here and like get some outsiders in. Because I haven't done that yet.
It's a great town.
Yeah. I felt like there was some really good players and it feels like it'd be a good time to maybe do that on the next record. But this one, I recorded in a room, a really terrible room, actually, you know. But I get pretty good records out of it.
Well, it's the performance.
Listen to that. It's the performance.
It is,
It's
man.
the spirit. Yeah.
What was the first thing you learned on guitar?
I think before my action, like someone had shown me an E chord and it took me about a year to learn it. So that's why like all my high streaming songs are in E. I write a lot in E, but I really am, that's why I made sure to play in 3 different keys.
I saw
So
it.
I try to write in every key. I think I have a song now in every key. And sing it in every key too, because that's important. So that was it, just a boring E. First chord I learned.
And then you were off to the races?
Not during my early days. The only thing I read on the guitar was like the fantastic Negrito character.
Yeah.
He's the guy who started playing the guitar.
Gotcha.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to write. First thing I wrote is, night is turned to day, oh, night is turned to day, down, down, down. Night is turned to day, oh, night is turned to day, down, 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 down. Walking in the darkness, and I just seen the night. So that's really
Love
was...
that.
Yeah, that was my first. Well, I used to play that at the bar for like hours. Let me go to a different section. So on the song, I know, night is turned today. Oh, no. Let me go to the next stop. Night is turned today.
Did you go day is turned to night?
No, I never. I just said, oh, night is turned today. Because that to me was like coming out of the coma. That meant something deep to me.
Yeah.
That meant America, we can do better. I see people sleeping on the street. People are depressed about this. I'm like, no, night is turned to day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about the church without the religion.
I gotcha. So did you know the keys or chords that you were doing or note? Did you know the note?
I just sum it all up. It makes it easy to sum it up. I was growing up in Oakland, you know, during the, it was a serious crime era, drugs and bad things were happening. I lost a brother, he was 14, gun violence. I lost a cousin, 16, gun violence. I lost one of my best friends growing up, shot in a barbershop. And when I say that, I'm always like, damn. And I always tell people, right here in the United States of America, all this happened to me. I wasn't in a war zone in Iraq. It was just so traumatic. And so I figured like I just got to do something different. So I started, I was in foster care. I got so many stories since I was like 14. So the lady worked at the university. So remember I heard people playing the piano. And I would just say like, oh, I could do that maybe. So I went and I would just go into those piano rooms. These are UC Berkeley people that paid their money to go there. Sure. And I just told the person, I'm a student, may I have a key, please? They looked at me. Maybe they're like, I feel sorry for this stupid kid. So I went in there. There's a piano there. And I was like, wow, look at this piano. I remember the day it was like magical kingdom of light. I just felt like this is going to keep me away from that. Bullets. So I sat there and I heard everybody playing Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. And I was like, I heard Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do before. And I'm like, and once I figured that out, and then I figured I could play that in every key, then that opened up music. I mean, then I just started writing songs. So that was my introduction to music. And yeah,
Do you write everything on
I
guitar?
write
Or do you ever have?
No, I
someone-
write mostly on whatever's available. So piano, bass, surprisingly.
Do you co-write with musicians sometimes?
No, I'm a recovering narcissist.
I
I'm recovering though. That's the key word.
got
Well,
you.
it's damage. I mean, people joke, but bro. I even wrote the song for Sting. I was like, I'll leave a verse, and then he's just like, want me to just sing your verse? I'm like, yeah, sing. I felt terrible, but I'm like, at least I know it. So I work on it all the time. I say out loud, man, I got a problem. I'm so insecure that I'm a control freak. I'm scared. I've won Tiny Desk. I've won all these Grammys, but I'm scared.
I bet Sting could relate though.
I don't know. Sting was, man, he's so nice, bro.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's like one of the nice. I'm so lucky, man. Sting and who else? Chris Cornell was the first dude to even hit me up because I wrote Honest Man. Mm-hmm. He's like, man, I see you. You're on the street playing Honest Man. I want you to open all my shows. I'm like, oh, this guy's crazy.
Wow.
Why is Chris Cornell telling me this? I'm terrified. I was like, Chris, no. And he's so excited. So I had to go. I went to Oslo, and I remember being out there, like, I just put my head over my face, and I sang a couple songs, and I just watched Chris. I watched how he did it. I learned from him, like, how to sit there and, like, be on the acoustic and play to 3,000 Norwegians who are very stoic.
Yeah.
And so I learned a lot from him. I've been lucky, him and, Sting and E40 and getting to hang out with Robert Plant. I mean, it's Les Claypool.
I was just gonna
it's
say,
a dream.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't believe these people are remotely, Bruce Springsteen, like, interested in me but I'm still insecure. I still don't think I'm good enough.
What's a song that you wish you had written? Like some song that inspired you that you were like, man, I wish, or you related to.
Everything by Robert Johnson. No.
No, I get that.
Red Hot Snow. I would honestly, you know what? People would never see this coming from me, but the song I go, damn, why didn't I write those Redemption song by Bob Marley?
Yeah.
That is just, I feel like everything's in that song. I don't know, but yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's like, it's all I ever know. I mean, that's like, I don't know why that song moves me like that. It made me think, man, if I had just written that, man, I could have been someone. Do you have a song you wish you wrote?
Well, there's so many. I mean, that one is as good as any.
And it's the lyrics.
But one that I'm thinking of it more as the little musical movement is
Oh, McCartney. All the time. That's actually a great song.
yeah.
Maybe I'm amazed at the way that you love me all the time.
I mean,
Something
yeah.
make me weed and ride. Cheese on the side. Yeah, no, that's a
Dude,
that's a great
honestly,
song.
anything. Hendrix.
Yeah.
Any of this.
That boy's good. You got tools.
Yeah.
Man, could I play like that one day?
Yeah, I think you could.
Jesus.
Because they all come from, like, instead of that, he goes.
Inverts it.
Well, he just looks at it like that, but then sees colors around it. But it comes from that. And when he goes, that's just E minor.
Right.
And when he goes, that's that.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Man. You're a scientist about this.
Well, yeah, I've gone down this journey, You're on your journey, I'm on my journey.
That's what makes the world beautiful.
It
we
is,
don't all
man.
have to be on the same journey.
Yeah,
we can meet up and do beautiful
The universe
things.
is allowing us to do it, and it brought us together today.
Absolutely,
I
man.
really enjoyed hanging out with you, man. All right, so I had so much fun. And once again, thank you so much. Fantastic Negrito. And also, I just want to make sure that everyone supports true artistry like yourself. And check the links down in the description. You've got a brand new album, super inspiring, other albums, music, and then, go see him live as well whenever you get the chance. And if you're in Oakland, stop by and say hi to him. Thanks again, man.
Thanks, you brother.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
See you guys.
Peace.
Have Black girl, your man's gone. Now you travel on the road alone, and you raise that child all by yourself. Then the policeman shot it down. Oh, black girl, mama, where will you go? To the place where the cold winds blow. In the pines, where the sun don't shine. Where I shiver the whole night through. We cry together, y'all. We say, all right, one more time. Well, I know that your heart keeps on breaking, mama, into 1,000,000 pieces. Well, I know that your heart keeps on breaking. I know. Tell me, where did you sleep last night?